in It Counts News.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Submitted by Rachel from NYC. That's New York City.
Oh.
For those of y'all that don't know about that. A burpee controversy explodes after a woman breaks the Guinness World Record.
For burpees?
How many?
Burpee.
What? Yeah.
Just
But
20?
there's a controversy though.
Just 20? Oh.
Yeah. What is the world
She has
record?
prosthetic legs, and so it gives her bounce.
No.
Burpees are fucking hard, by the way.
Fuck
Do
yeah.
a full burpee.
Maybe she wasn't completing the burpees fully.
Well, she broke a World Guinness record.
So there was a burpee controller there.
She completed 1,490 in 1 hour.
Whoa!
1 hour?
Mom of 2.
That's impossible, really?
What am I doing with my
Holy
life?
shit.
A video of her burpee streak went viral mostly because people hated it. So
She was cheating or
you
whatever.
guys will see why.
Well, let's see what her burpee is.
Okay.
I thought that was her burpee. I was like, oh hell no.
Hand burpees?
Oh my god!
Oh.
What the fuck kind of burpee is that?
That
It
doesn't.
counts
Are you
for the
serious?
Guinness World Record account.
That's why I see that. I see
Still
why.
an amazing feat. But
Yeah, 1490 of those, that's still really
How
difficult.
hard is that?
It's hard, it's hard.
I thought this is a big part of the burpee.
Right,
though.
that's what. No, the big part is you laying flat on the ground,
Yeah.
then jump chest to the floor. Yeah.
But honestly, that's still hard though. Your abs are cramped the fuck up, but that is not a burpee.
I guess she understood the loopholes.
Yeah, I mean, I
It was
guess
like as long as your hand leaves and then your foot, that's probably how they do the Guinness World Record burpees.
Right.
But that's not a qualifying burpee in the Spartan race, I'll tell you that. Because every time you miss an obstacle,
CrossFit.
you have to do 30 burpees. And guess what? There's someone watching you.
when you do your burpees, do you go stomach to floor?
You're
I
supposed
do.
to go chest to floor, actually.
Yeah, chest to floor. I'm sorry.
I do.
So you're supposed to do chest
It's
to floor.
supposed to mimic like a push-up and then
Yeah.
And you're supposed to jump and your feet have to leave the floor too.
Yeah, I do that too.
Yeah, so she says that her coach and her decided that she would stay as close to the floor as possible in order to minimize energy output for maximum number of reps. But she's like, I definitely know what a burpee
Of course,
is.
look at her. She definitely knows what a burpee
Yeah,
is.
she's jacked. Yeah, she's jacked.
I mean, I guess it's not her fault if that's the rule.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, people that go on the Guinness World Records, like, they're gaining that.
Because I mean, why do the full burpee if you don't have to?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, so she was a former personal trainer.
So what does she do now?
I don't
Break
know.
records.
Yeah, break records.
I was curious because I'm pretty good at pull-ups, so I wanted to see what the world record pull-ups were, and then they're gaming it too. Like there are guys that like hella like pulling pull-ups from here, so they just have to go like this.
That's it? Not even like chin above the thing?
Oh no, it's the same thing. They still have to clear the chin, but they're just this wide where the bar's here
So
already.
the range of motion is a lot
Because
shorter.
I saw.
So it's like doing 6 inches instead of like all the way down here.
Yeah. So I mean, it's your choice. You can do it here. You can do it here. But I think the most in a minute was like 50 pull-ups. I'm like, oh fuck, that shit's crazy. Or around there.
That is crazy.
I don't know if I could do one pull-up, dude. That's just crazy. Life's insane, huh? God makes people of all
You never
different
tried doing a
strengths.
pull-up? I feel like you could do a pull-up. You're strong.
The last time I could do a pull-up was when I was 210 pounds.
I thought you were gonna say 2 years old.
No, 2 years was amazing, but I couldn't do a pull-up because I could pull this. This hurts.
Oh.
Remember, I dislocated the shoulder twice.
Oh god.
So this bungee motion, just doing this,
Yeah.
it's too hard at this weight. So if I'm at 200 pounds, I should be able to do pull-ups again.
Damn.
So like you can't really, once you dislocate your shoulder, it's never the same again.
Yeah.
That
So,
sucks.
and I dislocated it twice.
How?
First time was benching actually, because I was a fucking moron. So you do this and you kind of squirm, like nobody, like they didn't have like this fucking information on the internet back in the day, and so you just did bro fucking workouts, and so I was trying to squeeze up while I was maxing out, and it just went pop, boom.
Oh god.
And the second time, David was just trying to scratch himself.
Wow, fuck.
He's like, how the fuck?
He was reaching
You're
for
not that
water.
far off. I was trying to get out of my blanket, and I was stuck in it, and it pulled out.
You lying.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The fucking blanket tapped you out.
Yeah.
You broke your shoulder trying to sleep more, trying to unsleep.
It's because it was already damaged, so it's
Fucking
already loose.
duvet submitted your ass, dude.
Well, it was a high thread count though, you know?
Oh yeah, that's strong. Yeah.
He's Egyptian.
Yeah, it's just the good
That's what I'm
stuff.
saying. I told you I'm scabbed over, fool. When bad things happen, it just is what it is.
I'm happy you're alive.
Thank you, Joe.
That's still really hard though. 1490 of those.
Yeah.
I don't want to try one.
Fuck.
I mean, the people talking shit, they just need to fucking do it themselves.
Even if you just try touching your toes like 1400 times.
That's a lot.
Anything 1,400 times would fucking wear you out.
I know. And if you want to fucking spend the time to do that shit, good for you.
We gotta give a
Yeah.
round of applause for the people watching it too, and count the counter, dude.
And didn't
The
lose track.
fucking counter. Oh,
They should have
You're just
called,
sitting there.
you probably have 3.
Oh yeah.
definitely shouldn't call that burpee. It should be called like the scared cat. You know, it's like,
That's funny.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like that.
Yeah, so she took up the challenge to raise money for MS Australia, which is an advocacy organization
Multiple
dedicated
sclerosis.
to people battling multiple sclerosis.
You get paid for being
I thought it was a
in the Guinness?
marsupial society.
Maybe she had like sponsors and shit. Like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for this
Yeah, 'cause
record.
she-
I'm like, damn,
Australia.
I'm gonna try to break a record.
She ended up raising 5,615 up until this point.
Good for
Just
her.
half of her goal, it was 10,000.
Multiple sclerosis is a thing in the brain, right? Where there's like multiple scars on the brain or something.
Isn't that
Is it? Doesn't it affect your
or something?
like your muscles and shit? Doesn't it?
Something?
You deteriorate because like I had a history teacher.
Oh, you're right. It's okay. So
Oh,
it's,
is it a deterioration of the myelin sheath?
no, it's a disease in which the immune system eats away at the protective covering of nerves.
Yeah.
That's the myelin sheath. Oh, it is a deterioration. Okay, I remember.
Yeah.
So is there a way to heal that or not?
No,
You just fucked.
Physical therapy and medications that suppress the immune system can help with symptoms and slow disease progression.
Yeah, you start atrophying and you lose control of all your extremities and appendages.
Acupuncture.
sad.
I had a history teacher who got diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and she was known as like the teacher who was like the fucking strictest woman on campus when my brother had her as a teacher. But by the time I got to her, she was about to retire. She was like diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and like she just, you know, it was so sad, dude. Cause like from a woman who was like considered like the strongest female in our school,
Yeah.
and then you see that happen, it's so fucking sad.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, I loved her to death because she allowed me to sleep on the floor in class.
What a dope teacher.
Because I took weight training before, and then I remember the first day I took weight training, I never did squats before. And I will forever remember this because my legs, I tried to sit on my chair and I collapsed and I hit my face on the desk.
Oh God.
And then she was like, what happened? I was like, I don't fucking know. It was because my fucking quads were torn up. Because I never had that pain. So I literally I just couldn't get up. So she was like, you could just sleep on the floor. She let me sleep there.
Sleep in class?
Because I just couldn't get up. And I went ham because I thought it was
See
dope.
David fucking in fetal position, just.
Yeah. First couple weeks she let me sleep a little bit in the beginning because I was pretty weak.
That's a dope teacher.
I had a dope social studies teacher who I would always just go to sleep in his class, 'cause I'd be so sleepy, and then but I would still get good grades, you know what I'm saying? So he didn't pick on me. So he would always so I remember one day after like a couple weeks he was like, all right, now we're gonna start blah blah blah. Tim's gonna go to sleep, and now we're going to
That's dope. What a dope teacher.
Yeah, so if you guys were curious, the previous record for burpees was 1,321.
Is it the same
Oh,
style?
they've been doing it that way then. Yeah, that's the only
Have
way.
you guys ever read the Guinness?
Yes, when I was like really young.
I got it for the Scholastic paper thing.
I mean, what is
Big
it?
ass
Is
thing.
it just a fucking book full of records?
That's literally
The
it.
most random records too.
Yeah,
Really cool pictures too.
crazy records.
They got some normal what you would think athletic shit, like the highest jump or whatever. Then you got like the person that could fit the most marbles in his mouth. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Like tallest man, and then like the longest beard,
shit like that.
Like this nails,
like biggest booger on earth.
maybe.
You ever seen the videos of the most snaps per minute? Like snapping their fingers. It's so funny. They're all just
Oh shit.
Is that
Damn.
he did that song right? Fuck, whatever.
That one?
Something like that. I don't know. The surfing one.
everybody go surfing. No?
It's a wipeout song, right?
Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about. I can't do it.
Oh, swag surf. Da-na-na-na-na.
That one.
Yeah, that one.
I just can't do it with my mouth.
Wipeout.
That's the one.
Oh.
Wipeout.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I can't do it.
That was pretty easy.
He proved us wrong.
Anyway, that with this. Da 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 da
You
da.
have to try. He's like half away. Was that so hard for you?
I was thinking of the part that he just played though. That specific. No, this one.
Yeah.
That one I couldn't do that with my mouth.
Tequila.
How do you do that? Oh
No?
yeah, it almost sounds like
Play drums.
Not really.
I know, but I'm like, damn, that's crazy. I can't do it.